June 14th, 1775, Congress approved the creation of our first Army, the Continental Army. Happy birthday, United States Army. Greetings, I'm Daniel Moore, and I am the pastor of Callaway Baptist Church. I'm also the Protestant chaplain at Charlotte Hall Veterans Home. I'm also a veteran. I served in the United States Army from 1972 to 1992, retiring as an Army Master Sergeant. And on June 14th, 2016, we will celebrate the United States Army 241st birthday. It's a day we celebrate as part of the Total Armed Forces concept. We celebrate the rich and wonderful history of the United States Army. And, we know the United States Army is a major part of the defense, our national defense of these United States. Now, the history of the United States Army began with the colonies, the 13 colonies, where they would have local militias composed of, citizen soldiers. And it was the local militias that fought in the first battles at Lexington and Concord when the American colonies fought for independence from the British Crown. On May 10th in 1775, weeks after hostilities began in Massachusetts, the Second Continental Congress convened in Philadelphia, and they had as their agenda to create a common army of all the colonies to defend in their fight for independence. So on June 14th, that same Congress approved the creation of the Continental Army, which is when our Army began its rich history. And it was composed of those militiamen already gathered outside of Boston, about 22,000, and then those in New York, about 5,000. So from a small beginning became a rich and great history. And it was on the following day, the 15th, that Congress named George Washington as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army and authorized $2 million to support the forces engaged in battle in New York and in Boston. They also authorized the formation of 10 companies of expert riflemen from Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Virginia. And they were directed to march to Boston in support of the New England militia. So these were the first troops, and this is where it began. And of course, these units would become the 1st Continental Regiment. Okay, so that's how it all began, and it would move forward. And you can study history on your own about how the United States Army, as it survived the American Revolution, the War of Independence. They would also, at the end of that war, shrink the Army to just a couple of regiments and an artillery battery, because they did not want a large standing army, which proved to be a mistake, because in 1812 we fought the next war against England, and our capital was burned by the British, but we soon recovered and began from there to build an army that was sufficient for our needs at that time as we were expanding our nation, and the rest is history. So happy birthday, United States Army. Take care, and God bless.